It's Hinchcliffe. Good save. Newell. 1-0. Andy Hinchcliffe's free kick. Too hot to handle. And Mike Newell gives Everton the lead. And Manchester United are going to make a substitution. In fact, it's Dennis Irwin who's gone off. And number 14 is 17-year-old Ryan Giggs. And Manchester United believe we may be seeing the start of a very special career here this afternoon. Lee Martin. Giggs his first touch. Martin unable to gather it. He has been compared to the young George Best, as much in build, I think, as much as anything. But it was Nobby Stiles and Brian Kidd on the coaching staff here who made the comparison. Although Manchester United have rather tried to play it down since, Alex Ferguson has said that he's the most outstanding talent he's ever worked with of his age. 6 minutes of the first half remaining. Seeley didn't quite make it. Chance there for Dave Watson. His second goal of the week gives Everton a 2-goal lead.
This was a 5-star relegation match that produced a 5-star entertainment rating, although the result really was a poor one for both sides under the circumstances. Sunderland getting off to a flyer through Gordon Armstrong. Now, having taken only 3 points out of the previous 30 that were available, you can imagine the mood at the baseball ground when Sunderland went 2 up. Marco Gabbiadini with an Andy Gray type of header. They'd have got great odds on Sunderland dropping down 2 places in the division when they went 3 up after less than 25 minutes. Mark Wright's header dropping for Kevin Ball, who got the drop on Peter Shilton. Derby's last win came against Sunderland at Roker Park on December the 1st. Now, even a share of the points looked unlikely here. But enter Dean Saunders. 2 goals just before half-time transformed the match. Although he received good support here from Ted McMinn, when it came to the crunch, it was another virtuoso piece of finishing by a world-class player. And our first goal of the day contender. Now, only 1 goal followed the break, about 15 minutes from time, by which point Saunders was unstoppable by fair means. Tony Norman pulling him down, Saunders' chance of a hat-trick. All this for a point apiece. Derby stay bottom, Sunderland dropping 2 places into the bottom 3.
The Crystal Palace defence was said to be missing Andy Thorne when conceding 4 goals to Arsenal last week. Despite his return for this game, Palace still look shaky at the back as Trevor Peake gives Coventry the lead in the 39th minute. Brian Kilcline's magnificent free kick put Coventry 2 up just after half-time. Kilcline only in the side because player-manager Terry Butcher was injured. And the big central defender strikes again in the 67th minute, heading in Woods' corner. It's the first time Coventry have got 3 goals this year. 4 minutes from time, Palace do get a consolation goal. Andy Gray hustles his way to the byline before allowing Ian Wright to nod in his 15th goal of the season. It's not enough to prevent Palace's 3rd loss in 5 games, and the title now looks to be slipping out of reach.
You might have fancied Leeds for this in view of their recent cup disappointments, coupled with Southampton's return date with Forest on Monday, but Paul Rideout put the Saints in front after 10 minutes. The Saints minus Matt Le Tissier, dropped or rested, we don't quite know. Penalty there for handball. It all happened so quickly, but what a good save by Lukic nonetheless. Not to be deprived of his moment of glory, a fine penalty save from Alan Shearer to keep Leeds in it. This was Leeds' first league game for a month, 11 cup ties so far this year. Now, Lukic will have conceded few better than this. Wallace to Cockrell, a goal of the day contender. Southampton in good nick to take on Forest.
Chelsea go ahead after 20 minutes at White Hart Lane. Dennis Wise with the corner, Kerry Dixon flicks on, and it's Gordon Jury collecting his 11th of the season. Spurs managed to salvage something from this one. Gary Lineker, latching on to Edinburgh's long ball, is brought down by Dave Besant just before half-time. Lineker himself earns Tottenham a draw from the spot, but Spurs have won just 1 of their last 8 league games.
Faced with yet another FA Cup replay on Monday, Forest held out until 5 minutes from the end. David Priest picking out Ian Dowie. 3 goals of such importance for him over the past 2 games.
The huge improvement in the performances of Les Ferdinand have been perhaps one consolation for Rangers in an injury-hit season. And from Bardsley's cross, it's Ferdinand who does the damage again. His 5th goal in 4 games, a tremendous run and a terrific header too. Ferdinand causing all sorts of problems for City in general, and Neil Poynton in particular. Poynton dismissed after 33 minutes for that professional foul. City never managed an equaliser. 5 games without loss for QPR.
Sheffield United's 5th successive win failed to lift them out of the bottom 3. Kevin Gage's miss-hit back pass enabling Ian Bryson to get the first. Villa equalised 7 minutes later. Derek Manfield again, but their First Division survival is by no means a foregone conclusion. They're only 3 places ahead of United now, but level on points. United winning the match with Brian Dean's 14th of the season from Glyn Hodges' corner.
Merson. Ooh, that's a good ball. Smith playing him back in now for Paul Merson. It's a goal for Arsenal, and Merson has scored it. He's going to be saluted by the Arsenal crowd, and the referee pulled him away from that. But it's in the back of the net for a goal for Arsenal by Paul Merson. 66 minutes gone. Smith laid it back superbly for him. He's in the clear here. You wondered whether he would find the nerve to beat Robillard just for a fraction of a moment. But in the end, Gary Lineker, he did it exactly right.
He did, great one too. And he looked like he might have taken it just a little bit too close to him, but had all the calm, very, very calm, and just slotted it past him. A great finish.